Yo, check this out. I received this in the mail, right? Hello, black man. And I'm so excited about it. This is a journal to help black men articulate their feelings, express their feelings. Hell, just acknowledge that we have them in a safe and honest way. And hopefully, it will translate into other parts of your life. I get it. As a black man, a lot of us weren't encouraged or taught to talk about our feelings. As a kid, when you fail and hurt yourself, your parents told you to get up. You're a big boy. Big boys don't cry. That right there is a hard lesson to unlearn, and it's very hurtful. Because when we become older, we don't know how to express ourselves. We don't know how to talk about our feelings. We don't know how to have a conversation without lashing out or using profanity or getting upset and becoming violent, because we weren't taught. But this, man, is essential, not just to each one of us becoming a better person, but a society of men being able to express themselves is priceless. So if you want to become the best version of you that you can do, check out helloblackman.com. Grab the journal, actually journal in it, be honest, be open, and be accessible to your feelings and embrace them.
Hello, black
Oh
man.
my Lord. I'm
What
so
is going
sleepy.
on? How
I'm
y'all
so
doing?
tired.
What's up, Steph?
All right, what you got? You was like, you feel like you need your banner. There's no need for you to bring your banner in tonight.
Not
We
tonight.
got time to talk about that.
Okay.
But we'll talk about it later. You
Okay.
cannot bring that banner up here. It's not, you don't have space for it.
Yes, I do. I sure do. What's going on? How y'all doing? We're back, and I'm baked. We've been out in the sun for 3 days at Essence, rocking and rolling. Quite the experience. We will say that for another time. Tonight,
We may get into it later after we get our guests off.
okay.
So y'all stay tuned.
We have a very special guest tonight. She has her own story to tell, and we want to bring her on. She was recommended by a very good friend of mine from my old back in the day, JOB, old Nissan. So there she is right there. It's Tamika. What's up, Tamika? Just talking about it. So we want to bring our guest on and see everything she has to offer, and hopefully you'll be tapping in with her. Deaneatrice Ledbetter to the stage.
Hello, everyone.
What's going on? How are you this evening?
I am well.
All right. And this is so crazy. We just said, we just told you the one person that we knew from Columbus. Mm-hmm. He tapped in with us on YouTube. Okay. And he said, Columbus in the house tonight. It is so crazy.
That is.
We literally just said, do you know something? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So he recognizes you from the hometown. So we're so glad to have you. So we know you're from Columbus. Give us a little bit about your backstory and where you're from.
Okay. I was raised here in Columbus. I actually was born in Columbus, Georgia.
Okay.
My father was an Army vet.
Okay.
But my parents originally, they worked from here. My mom was from the country part, Brooksville, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. My father was from here in Columbus. Okay. I have 3 beautiful children. 30, 28, and 25. Mm-hmm. 2 grandchildren, which are Jordan and Dallas, and they are 4 and 12.
Dallas Cowboys fan?
No.
Okay.
Where that name came from.
Okay, I was wondering because most times when you get a Dallas, the Dallas Cowboys, I know Thomas is a big Cowboys fan, so I was hoping that we was breaking that up. We don't want a Cowboys fan.
Well, she's not a Cowboys fan. My niece, Koila, gave her that name. Where it come from, I have the slightest idea, but we just fell in love with it.
Understand. I love her all the same. And So tell us a little about your project. You have a book out. We've looked at the page. You've done some great promotion out there. We love to see it. So anytime we have a guest, of course, we get nosy. And we're going to tap into everything you've done, your birthday parties. You know, we like to know who's in our presence and stuff like that. So you've done a phenomenal job being consistent with your promotion and things of that nature. So just kudos there. We see that you see, you know, you have to be self-promoting at all times for this. So I see you got your merch on. We'll be reaching out to you to get some merch from you.
All right.
So tell the viewers about what you have and what you have created.
Okay. Back in 1999, I had a sister. She was 18 at the time, and she just had a newborn baby, and she was 10 days old when she got killed in my mother's yard right in front of us. So my father was an Army vet, and he always was hard on me, in other words. So with him being so hard on me, I remember one time when I fell on my bike, he made me get up and told me stop crying. And I was like, but I'm a girl. So that instilled in me to like always be so hard and don't show weakness. So for me showing weakness, what I would do was I would just get my phone, I would type notes. I had a notebook starting off, and I would just write. Sometimes I couldn't even read my own writing, especially when I was mad. I just write it down. If I get and then if I fall in love, I'll draw some little hearts. And I was just doing a lot of things. So a lot of things happened between that time from 1999 and 2017. So keep in mind, I was writing, whether it was typing at work, whether it was writing in a book. I mean, no matter what, I would get my yearbooks and I would write in them. I mean, it's crazy. So I ended up with 17 journals.
Wow.
Of a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of happiness, a lot of success. And it goes on and on. So what I did was I was talking to someone one day, and she was like, girl, you should write a book. I was like, ain't nobody finna write no book. I ain't finna write no book telling about all my business, you know.
That's it.
So, yep. I was like, nah. And so I was sitting at work one day because I work at Woodforest. I'm assistant branch manager at Woodforest in Columbus.
Got it.
And so I was sitting at work one day when I first started. It was back in 21. And I was like, you know, I ought to listen to what she said. So I reached out to a publisher, told her my story. And she was like, girl, that's a book. So when I wrote the book, I put it together, basically. And I felt like I was giving too much at once. You know, because a lot of it was a lot of downers. I was really putting out all the bad things, not highlighting all the good things.
Right.
So when I reached out to a publisher, I searched around for a while first because I'm very personal, and and one thing about it, I'm very nosy too. Yeah. I'm nosy. If I want to know something, I'm gonna ask you. I am nosy. So the publisher, right? I was asking her all kind of questions. I bet she was like, "What in the world?" Because I wanted to know.
Like you interviewing me.
I'm like, I want to know. So what I decided to do was I decided to write the book. What I did do, I didn't give everyone all of it.
Right.
So what I did was with my chapters, it was 32 chapters. But the first book that I wrote, this one is only 13 chapters. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The next one I'm giving my publisher after the holidays, and we're trying to release in September of this year.
Okay.
So what it's going to do is it's going to elaborate on each chapter of that, finishing the stories for each chapter.
I like it. Bringing your past, past people that have supported. Come on into this is the next step of what's happening. Love the idea, love the concept.
Exactly. Sometimes you can give people too much at one time.
Yeah.
And it'll burn it out. So what I decided to do, I like to keep them guessing. In some of the chapters, I'll say something and I'll just stop. And I bet they like, what in the world? Why she stop right there?
Yeah.
And all of it. So the second book is going to be bigger and better. I don't think I'm going to do a book release this time though, because that was, whoa, it took me down through there. It's a lot because I did the planning. Basically, I had a few people to help. I mean, don't get me wrong. But I was the main project, between work 60 hours a week trying to, get things paid for, doing it alone.
Yeah.
Hey, get everything I want.
When I say we understand, we understand.
Correct.
We understand it.
So it was I do not regret it. When I tell you I'm mentally, physically Emotionally drained, I ain't.
Mhm.
So it was my birthday as well. So right after the event, I flew out to New York with me and my friend because we always do something for my, whatever. So we flew out and tried to have a good time, and now I'm just exhausted. So this is my first day getting back and settled in. So
Yeah.
and I'm excited. I was so excited when Tamika reached out to me about it or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm the type of person, if you give me an avenue, I'm gonna drive.
We'll try it. Yeah. That's how I am, man. Like I said, listen, we gonna try it, we gonna connect, we gonna figure it out. Cause she inboxed me and I think we were getting ready to go to Essence. I said, well, shoot you this form, get her on. Whenever she says she's ready, we're ready. Like, okay, she'll be ready the Monday we get back. Okay, we'll knock it out. So that is great. I think just having somebody that speaks volume for Tamika,
Yes.
your availability, but just knowing that somebody has you in mind.
Yes.
People they may take it for granted. Just the fact that she says, hey, I see two people that could complement each other or network with each other, and having the gals to step out into space and say, hey, I got something for you. That's huge. Like we never try to thank her for that, and just much appreciation.
Right. She is awesome. Her and my Stephanie, my first cousin Stephanie, that's friends with her. They're awesome. When they pushing it out there for me, like it's I respect people that they pushing it like it's theirs.
That's it.
Their book.
That's
and
it.
I say they pushing it. Even my family members, I don't want to leave them out.
Yeah.
Whatever I post, they coming right behind me sharing it.
That's love. That's love now.
If you don't want to see it, you better unfollow me, baby, because I ain't stopping. I'm just getting started.
Hey, you have to be consistent like that and grind like that. A lot of times, like me, I watch my friends and like I make a post and I normally keep 5,000 friends.
Right.
But, when they go down to 497, 496, I'm like, okay, no problem.
Right. Exactly.
I got people in the back ready to get on the bus.
Yep.
Don't worry, fill it right back up. But yeah, you're doing the right thing. If people don't want to see it, they better leave the room.
Right, because I'm my own cheerleader. I got pom-poms. I can tumble. I can flip. I can sing. I can twirl. I'm going to do it all.
You got it all.
I'm very proud of myself because I am so hard on myself. I always think negative when it comes to me, but I can motivate others. But for some reason,
I understand the mentality.
I don't know what it is, but this book right here,
yeah,
I feel so good. I feel good because I finally let my pain and hurt out, because people like, do you cry? And I'm like, yeah, I cry. And they were like, well, I ain't never seen you cry. I write my pain. I write my pain.
So let me ask you this. Before 99, were you a writer before 99 or 99 that said, hey, start writing it down? Like was that event something that spurred the moment, or have you always wrote notes and poetry and stuff like that?
No, I haven't. Before 99, I didn't. I used to act out when I'm angry or hurt.
Fighting,
fussing, and doing all kind of other things.
I understand.
So at 99, I had just recently got married. I had my third child, and it was time to grow up a little. I still had to grow up all the way because I was
I got it.
But I was like, hey, I got to find another way of dealing with this, because I had anger issues like my father. My father had bad anger. Anything would set him off, and that's how I was. And so instead of like always punching a wall or fighting somebody that I didn't like or had problems with, I had to find another avenue to take. So I decided to start writing. I was just jotting things down. Some of the things I couldn't even make it out what it was because I was so angry. But then, after a while, it got so repetitive, and I seen how it was easing me, was calming me. I said, hey, D, you need to try this. And so, I had 7, and I had my journal that I had from 2000, because I really started writing in 2000. My sister died in 99. I really took up the writing in 2000. And that journal is so dirty, and you barely can see it. I had to go back through it, and it's unbelievable, because I didn't waste things on it and everything. Because it wasn't a journal, it was actually a notebook, to be honest with you.
Right.
And so that's how I ended up starting writing. I had to find another avenue before I'd be in jail or hell. So I had to figure out what I was going to do.
Writing is so therapeutic. That's one of the things that we do when we're talking to people. Say, like, listen, write it down.
Right.
Everything that you're going through, whether you show the emotion or show the pain or not, it's up here.
Right.
And it's weighing you down. And being able to release it, seeing on paper, seeing, your problems down, the highlights and lowlights, like, it's such a release. It is such a release.
It is.
For you to write that much, though, like, that is that's almost, I mean, you know, it's just remarkable to be able to write that much, that consistent, and you found that avenue for yourself. You know,
Right.
like you found like, hey, what helps me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly. You know, when you at a job and they say, always keep a paper trail.
yeah.
That's not just meaning with your job, and that could be for relationships, families, events. Like me, I'm 47. I just turned 47 Monday. I still write my grocery list out, and it's just me. So you know, hey, if I just need some eggs, grits, and butter, that's all three. I mean, I write that down
You
literally.
gonna write them 3 things down?
I write everything down. I'm talking about in my hand. I be at work. Some customer doing. I'm like, hold on a minute. I got sticky notes everywhere. My boss hate those sticky notes, but I have them everywhere. And then, you know, sometimes it's good to have those sticky notes just to give you daily motivation. And, you know,
Yes,
because,
yes, something motivate yourself.
yes, I've been through a lot. When I tell you a lot, you would be asking yourself, how in the world you sitting there being able to tell me your story? Because I done seen it all. You know how they say, you done did everything but died. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
honestly, because I done been through a lot. And I've done a lot. A
Mm-hmm.
lot that I'm not proud of. A lot of that, you know, I am proud of.
Mm-hmm.
I done seen a lot. I mean, it's just been a lot, you know. And I used to always say I regret some things. No, I don't, because
Yeah.
if I
You wouldn't
did
be who you were
regret it,
today.
you know, I wouldn't be where I am today. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So tell me about, is the book written in first person? Is it written in your eyes, or is it written through a character?
No, it's written in my eyes.
Ooh,
Yes, so it's deep. It's deep.
it's
And
deep.
you know, and at first I was like, I don't think that children should read it, which I don't, because in certain sections, but teenagers
Mm-hmm.
definitely anywhere starting at the age of, and I don't, and then 12 is not a teenager, but that's where my trauma started.
Okay,
And
okay.
I think that, you know, children need to break the silence, because, and especially generational curses, because it's a lot of things that happened that I was
Yeah,
quiet about and my family was quiet about, and they knew about it,
yeah.
trying to say the name of others.
Right. So in that aspect, we try to shield children from certain things, and we shield them one way, and they have another 99 ways to be influenced by
Right.
the same thing.
Exactly.
Right. So like me and Kalisha, we push, and like our kids, like we push that they know, like, hey, if you do this, like this is what could happen. If you do
Mm-hmm.
this, if this happens, like here are the repercussions of those things. Yes, absolutely. 11, 12 years old, the
Mm-hmm.
world is, they can they can tap into anything they want if they want to.
Exactly.
If you are in your mind thinking that you shielding
Right.
them from certain things, you're not. I assure you that
Mhm.
you're not. Anything that you can think of, well, they don't know about that yet. I assure you, somebody in their circle of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 that they come in contact with has mentioned it, talked about it, texted about it, or something like that. So putting it in there, and making sure they know that, hey, you have a
It's
safe
okay.
space here.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
it is. It
Okay,
is.
ask questions. It's
Yeah,
okay to tell someone.
yeah,
It's okay that it's not right.
right.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. That, I mean, that's all I can say. It's okay.
Oh man, that is huge.
Yep.
Let me see the book. I see you got the book with you.
Okay. Yep.
Oh man, my life story.
Yep. And so I didn't want to my publisher, I was like, I don't want my face on the cover. I don't want my face
Yeah.
on the cover. And she was, and so I gave, this was my actual cover to my book. This is
Okay.
all I wanted. And she was like, come on. She said, come on, let me do something. I was like, no. She said, you know what? I got something for you. And when she said the cover, I was in tears because
Like,
it's animated. It looks like me and it don't look like me.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is the key to this right here. You see right along in here on the side of her face?
Scar.
Scar.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scar. And each crack that you see in this shirt was when I was hurt.
Oh, that's cold. Yeah, that's well put together. Really well put together.
Yep. So each crack symbolized something. That's why I wanted it on the front of the book. But then I understood what she said. She said, hey, come on, we got to bring it out. When she sent that cover, I was just in disbelief. And I ended up liking it. So that's why I ended up going with this actual cover. But each crack means something. So if you ever read my book, each crack, as you go, you'll have to read the second one to catch up with all the cracks. But
Yeah.
each crack represents when I got hurt. And the big cracks are when it was big, and the smaller cracks are when, when it was small.
So tell me about your book signing, your book release.
Okay, so what I wanted to do was, my book has been written. To be honest with you, I was scared. I ain't gonna say scared to put it out. I was like, D, do you really want people in your business? Do you really want them? Do you really want them to know this? And so, I prayed about it. I talked to somebody about it, and one of my good friends told me, he did say his name Draco. He said, D, he said, just be careful because once you put something out there, it's out there. And these still gonna be your people. You're still gonna be your friends, family after you put this out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, this is my truth. This is my truth.
Yes.
So if it happened to me, I'm okay with letting people know, because if I wasn't, I would have never put anyone else in harm's way. I didn't demolish anyone in there or did them bad or anything, but I did let them know my truth, and let them know the truth to each situation that actually happened.
That's powerful. That's powerful to be able to write it down and release it. Write it down and release it. Say, okay, this is where I am with that. I'm able to move forward. A lot of times, if you don't release it, it's still going to hold you back. It's still going to, make you so reserved about certain things.
Right. So what I did was I said, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? This is gonna be my birthday present for myself. I'm not gonna travel this year. I'm not gonna have no party this year. I'm not gonna do nothing because I'm real big on birthday. My birthday is big to me. It's like, I think it's like a holiday. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna release it on my birthday and just do a book signing. So like, it's your birthday, turn it into a book signing / book release. So what I did was I started planning in January for the book release. I locked the venue in. I got a few people on my team to help me with ideas. And to be honest with you, everything that I visioned it to be, it was. I wanted it started off as a private event. I didn't want like all these different people here, because at the book signing, my goal was to let them know about some things in the book that I didn't want to be known on, to the public, because I wanted them to buy the book, of course.
Right.
And it ended up, so one person, I ended up, the newspaper contacted me because they had heard about the book. And so she ended up putting it in the newspaper saying that her book released June 25th at the Regal Hall. And I looked at that paper and I was like, oh my.
What have we done?
So I mean, because she asked me, she said, what you doing? I said, well, I'm having a book release or whatever in the interview, but I did not tell her it was a private event. I just told her that it was a book. I blame myself for that, because keep in mind, I should have known the newspaper, hey. But anyway, she did a very nice article in the newspaper, and people didn't show up that wasn't invited, but I did get a lot of inboxes. Hey, this, and I pre-sold tickets. So what I did was, because from the publishing to the event, it was very, very, very expensive. When I say expensive. So what I did was I pre-sold tickets for $50. It came with a book, t-shirt, wristband, and a bookmarker, personalized bookmarker. Came with the event, of course, the brunch, because it was a brunch style.
Right.
And it turned out, it was amazing. Yeah. I mean, I have so many pictures, so many different things to post about it. I said, D, you got to calm down a little bit. You finna go on vacation and you make that timeline out. But I ain't through, because I got a lot more to put out there from the event. Because I haven't really posted the actual pictures that my photographer actually did yet. So right now I'm just trying to make sure that all my books is on the platforms that we actually had them to, because a lot of them be behind, and the release date was 26, and some of them didn't even get released till yesterday. So now finally got it on all platforms. Some of them still showing pre-order, but some of them, and also I'm having a book signing this Saturday, July the 8th at Walmart.
Walmart in Columbus?
Yes, Walmart in Columbus, starting at 12 o'clock. I'm having on-site book signing. Let me have it. They reached out to me, asked me what I would like to do, and I told them, yes, ma'am.
You're not playing around. Yeah. We love it. We love it.
I'm not.
Well, what are you doing this Saturday? Working.
I work. Give me a number between 1 and 52.
26.
26.
26. Why 26?
26. I was born on the 26th. My old daughter was born on the 26th. I was born June. Anything dealing with 6 is 6/26/76. So I always say 26 instead of 6.
Yep. All right. So we're going to ask you one question out of our Hello Black Woman Journey Journal.
Okay.
And question 26 says, hello, Black woman. Describe your most embarrassing moment in life.
You know what? This is y'all. Oh my God. My most embarrassing moment, guess what? It only happened around my boyfriend. It didn't happen around nobody else I know. But it was about 100 and some people there. We were in Cancun.
Cancun.
Yes. And we went on an excursion.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to climb up to the top of this thing and hold on to a rope and swing off and let go in the lake. Because if you don't, you're going to crash into the forest.
Wow. Yeah.
Right.
So I had these long braids and they were down. So I almost was to this forest and I finally decided to let go. When I did, all my hair went in my mouth and I thought I was drowning. So I panicked. So all these lifeguards ran to me.
Oh my God.
In front of all these people and everybody think I'm dying. And when I come up out the water, my boyfriend standing up at the top of the cliff laughing. I'm so glad that did not happen here in Mississippi around my friends and family.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't let me. I mean, me telling it does not do justice.
Right.
It's my most embarrassing moment.
No footage, no camera footage either, right?
No, because we was on excursion, so we had our, but we didn't have them up there. So he didn't even go down and do it. Oh. Exactly. He should have first. And so he was telling me that he was telling everybody
first. Let's talk about it.
She couldn't swim. She don't know how to swim. Her hair went in her mouth, and I was pretty hot with him behind it. But
wait. Let me ask you this: is he still your boyfriend?
Yeah. He I got over it.
Yep. Okay. Moving on.
Give me one more number.
Okay. 31.
31. All right. This should be good. Hello, black woman. You've won the lottery. You have $100 million. What's your plan?
My plan is to open a bookstore. I will sell journals, books, t-shirts, pens, totes, you name it. And I will give all authors that think they're an author, want to be an author, any type of thing dealing with that, and give them an opportunity to put their books in my store.
Oh, yes. We have a website, Hello Black Author, that we have not launched and have not. I know we have bought the domain for Hello Black Author.
Okay.
And we are working on trying to put the site out, but we are trying to build it, but it's so hard to find to help you, facilitate those things. But so when you get that bookstore, don't forget about us, because we have this Hello Black Author domain, and if we have to sell it to you, we will. But if not, we want to work together. You want us to run the website, we will, because we got to figure out how to get that where we need it to be. So, but we appreciate
it's coming.
Hey, listen,
you just can't sit on the back burner. Don't sit on the back burner. You got to keep it first. You got to
that part. You have got to keep your goals on the forefront. Because life is short. So we appreciate you so much for coming through. You have been of value to this asset. We want to stay connected. We want to know what your next steps are. We want to bring you along with us on anything and everything that we do. So
I'm all for it.
I know. So listen,
all for it, girl.
You got our email. You stay connected with us, okay?
Okay.
What you say you will? I am thankful for you. So
I'm thankful for you.
On the last. Oh, wait! I got a trivia question for you. So you can win some points for your fan base.
Okay.
I got one from downstairs. I got it in my head though. What does WWW stand for? WWW. What does WWW stand for?
World Wide Web.
Not for your people.
Okay.
Your girl ain't playing with y'all. She
at all.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And thank you guys for having me and giving me the opportunity.
Absolutely. Anything you need from us, please do not hesitate to come through. Okay.
And make sure you put a link to your how to purchase your journal into this.
Please do.
It will go on our Hello Black Man page, my page, Felicia's page, YouTube, and Twitter. So everybody that is connected with us is now connected to you.
Awesome. I love it.
All right. Thank you for coming on, and we appreciate you. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So what? Says she's coming back. Hey, phenomenal person, phenomenal author, phenomenal Black woman. Like everything rolled into one. She came in, great energy, great concept, and just it's great to hear people say the same thing you hear that you're saying. Writing down troubles and tribulations, highlights and lowlights. It afforded her a real journey here. So that's awesome. Just knowing that she's out there creating something that's going to help generations to generations to come. The only way you break generational curses is with generational information, right? So you have to push those things down, push those things out. Even if it doesn't make you super comfortable, just being able to put that information out there and say, hey, this is what happened to me, this is how I got over it. That's where we are. That's where we are. What's up? Talk to me.
I got some trivia questions.
Okay.
But before we talk about trivia questions, we've got to talk about the weekend. Have you discussed the weekend with the people?
I have not. No.
This is our recap special guest show.
Oh man. Okay.
Woo! You ready?
I don't know if I am or not. Why you just didn't do the camera? Why you didn't do this?
Exactly.
Well, it won't do it now because you got it so close.
Exactly.
You pull the camera away.
Exactly.
What is exactly?
Exactly.
I'll push his computer down.
We already told him how to push it down one side. You
told me
man.
Computer, man.
Careful.
You got to do a touchscreen.
So anyway, go ahead. Let's recap the big weekend.
Okay.
Like this, right? This is what I'm wearing tonight, y'all.
Okay, so the Essence weekend.
Woo!
That's where you starting?
Woo!
The Essence weekend was eye-opening. It was informative. It was assuring. And it was positive. End of the day, I think it was a positive trip. It was hot. So our tent, we're gonna say tent. Mm-hmm. So our location was outside. Booth was outside.
Yes, we were outside because you asked me. Yes, we're outside.
Yeah,
we're outside.
So for the last 3 days,
y'all been hollering about we outside. Now
yeah, we outside for real.
And y'all mad, we outside.
So we was outside. We was outside for those 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, from about 6:45, 7 to about 6:45, 7.
Yep.
So literally all day.
Yes.
We had, plenty, I guess, juice, water, Gatorade, stuff like that. Accommodating, it's only so much accommodation for heat, right? Right. So if it's hot, it's hot. You can drink water, it's still hot. But we were still hot.
Guess what? You naked and hot.
And so, we drank a lot of water. But when I tell you, people's eyes lit up when they walked up and just saying, we were just basically saying our brand name. Hello, Black woman. Hello, Black man.
There were some people who had questions.
Some people had questions. We'll get to that. We'll get to the question. So,
get to the question.
So as we were just speaking to people, hello, Black man. Hello, Black woman. Hello, Black man. Hello, Black woman. You can see the inquisitiveness, and some people just say it back.
Intriguing.
Yeah, some people just say it back. Well, hello, Black man. Hello, Black woman. They just say it back. And I said, hey, we got journals here. We want you to invest in your transparency communication. Come on over. So I have my spiel for them. And I will say this, my spiel, my pitch.
It's a New website or something called Spill.
Spill, sure is.
Yeah,
We don't know the gym. We don't know. We'll check it out.
We'll check it out.
I will say this: if 300 people came to our booth, and it's probably liked. If let's say 500, this is at least 500.
All right.
If 500 people came to our booth, 400 people said this is something I want to invest in.
What did that one guy say? It's not something that I'm interested in, not something I want to invest in, not what I'm looking for. What did that one guy say?
Yeah. What did he say? He says, that's not something I'm willing to do. Something like that. Yeah, that's not something I'm willing to do right now. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But 400 out of 500 people, just giving you a number.
Yeah.
Once they got their speech, and a lot of people will get a few things, they'll walk away, they're like, wait, I need to come back because I forgot about A, B, and C. I forgot about Brian and Flip and Bobo back home. Like, we got to have something like, this is a great gift. These are great gifts. And some people, let me tell you something. I'm a talker, right? I'm a talker. And some people would stand there and talk about, the journal or the opportunity or how good it was. Like it's literally over 100 degrees heat index. And so they were literally ready to talk as long as I would let them talk about, man, this is so great. My family could do this. This is great. Just give us some time to just kind of rehash some stuff. Like, this is great conversation starters. Hey, get a man journal. And we would just basically say, hey, look at 3 questions. And do you know this about your significant other, your son, or your dad? Can you answer this question for them? You can't, right? Only they can answer the question for themselves. But it's still a conversation starter. Being able to look at their book.
Here's Jehovah's Witness. And everybody can answer the question for everybody.
I saw that. At least one question. That question they can answer.
Minimal, yeah.
So what else? So other than that, let's see. My mom came down for a day and a half. My sister came down there and a half. Grateful for them showing up, showing out. I'm telling you, just to have people in your fold willing to push. We had a lot of people send people if they were in New York. Right.
We had one girl brought people back every day.
Blue hair. To my blue hair? Oh. I can't think. I got it. I know who's talking about. Yeah.
She brought Didi back, and her name was something with a D.
She came. She was impressed.
She was.
And she come back the next day. She's like,
every day.
She's like, look,
I got somebody
with me.
I gotta find her and Didi on social media because they were the bomb. I really, really, really appreciate people who brought me back. And then the lady that wanted the cut up shirt. So I wore a cut up shirt Saturday, and the lady was like, I want a shirt like that, but I want it like this. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to fight you, Miss Lady. I will bring this shirt back cut up like this tomorrow. I probably didn't cut the sleeves like I did, but you got you. And she was there. Like, when we opened up, she was there. She was waiting for her shirt. So, like, we appreciate the vibes. We appreciate the energy. It was a great experience. And I could not trade it for the world. Just being there with you and watching you work your magic. Because, like, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to sell the stuff, but I'm not going to sell the stuff. If that makes sense. If people walk by and they look like they want it, I'm going to sell it, right? But I'm not going to be like, hey, come over here, look at this, hey. That's my boy. So I was like,
what I was doing?
Hey, look at here, I got some of my merchandise right here. Hey, what's going on Twitter? It's like, if you do be in the auction. And so I'm like, I'm sitting in the tent, I'm like, it's hot. I'm on this fan. If they stop, I'll talk to them. But if they don't stop, I'm not talking to these people. They don't stop, I ain't talking to them. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? But no, my boy like, come over here. Look at this. Look right here. Oh my God, look. And I was like, hey, come outside.
Do your thing.
I got some trivia questions.
Okay, come on. I'm ready.
You're not ready.
I'm not. Okay.
What is the body's largest organ?
The body's largest organ? Skin.
How did you know that? All right, you get a kiss. Mm-hmm. You get the rest of these right, you know what you get.
Give me the paper. Let me just read them off. Let me just read them off.
The largest state in America.
The largest state
in the United States.
The largest state, Alaska. You're so dumb, man. Okay.
First president to live in the White House. Let's first president to live in the White House.
Oh man, Thomas Jefferson.
Wrong.
Calvin Coolidge.
You can't be guessing all
okay.
that. Oh, all right, you got that one wrong. So pull back on you.
I know it's not the first president because that would be too easy.
John Adams. First U.S. state.
The first U.S. state. Virginia.
Wrong.
The first state?
Delaware.
Wow. Delaware.
We don't even know what the hell that is.
We missed people from Delaware.
We did. We missed people from all over.
Oh, wow.
All over.
I can tell you for sure.
London.
I
feel like I started talking like them people when they came in. I was like, not the league. I was like,
we met people from London. I mean, we talking about people that bought and supported us. London, New York, Florida, Tallahassee, and Orlando, New Hampshire, Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin. We had a guy from Wisconsin. He's like, yeah, there is some black people in Wisconsin. Definitely LA.
Said something about black people.
A few people from LA.
Yeah.
Plenty from Texas.
Las Vegas.
Plenty from New York. Las Vegas.
All over the world. We are international.
Yeah. Michigan. Has people from Michigan. Ohio, the great state of Ohio.
Definitely people.
They showed up and showed out. So listen, we did good. We pushed. We
did.
We not really.
You did not play because I was like, oh, okay. Hey, come on, talk to you. That's it. Oh, you. We are Marylanders. We headed to Maryland soon. All right, last question of the day. Largest bone in the body.
The largest bone in the body.
All right, this a deal breaker for you. You know you better get it because you know you got a lot on mind. Largest bone in the body.
Femur.
All right, y'all. It's gonna go down.
Don't get mad because I know some stuff.
Good night.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Tomorrow we will be doing the watermelon classic.
Hey, listen, we ain't playing. Hello, black man. The 5K baby. Getting that miles in.
10 years.
You don't play.
I don't play.
You a watermelon classic.
Watermelon classic.
I'm ready for some watermelon.
I had forgot about it. I may sleep in. Wake me up.
No, we'll be.
Wake me up. Good night, y'all.
Good night, man.